In this video, I'm going to show you how to add radio buttons to your forms. So in our vehicle form template, just above the features heading, right after our form group, which is for the model drop-down list. Here I'm going to add a paragraph. Is this vehicle registered? Now I'm going to add a couple of radio buttons. So once again, if you look at the Bootstrap documentation, the markup to render a radio button is like this. So we have a div with the class radio. Inside this div, we have a label. And inside this label, we have an input of type radio. Something like this. Now here, in front of this input, I'm going to add a label. Yes. I'm going to set a value here. True. Also, I'm going to give it an ID. So we can associate it with this label here. Registered. And I'm going to copy this and paste it here. Now I'm going to select this radio div, duplicate it, and for the second input, I'm going to change the ID to not registered. Of course, we're going to copy this here as well. Change the value to false and the label to no. Let's look at the result. So this is what we get. Now, if you don't want to have these radio buttons on different lines and you want to have them in line, you need to use a slightly different markup. First, we want to delete the div element. We only need the label and the input. So I'm going to select this, cut, delete the radio, and paste. Once again, take the label and the input, cut, and paste it here. Now we should also add a class to our labels. Radio-inline. Copy and paste it here as well. Save. And here we have inline radio buttons. Now look, if I click yes and then click no, they're both selected. So this is not the proper behavior of a radio button. The reason this is happening is because we didn't set the name attribute for our radio buttons. So we want both these radio buttons to be part of a group. And we use the name attribute to set the group name is registered. And I'm going to copy this and add it to the other input. Save. Okay, let's test it. Beautiful.